I'm delighted and honored to have my good friend, Dr. Stephen Roberts, join us. I've known Stephen for over 45 years, and I met him when he first came to GMWA, and he's been a part of GMWA in the mass choir, and I welcomed him to the board of directors of GMWA many, many years ago, and I'm delighted that he's here with us today. Dr. Roberts is a good friend of mine, a personal friend. I've known him for 45 years, and I met him when he came to the workshop. And since then, Reverend Cleveland, who appointed me to the board, asked him to help Dr. Rodina Preston with the mass choir. And he's been doing a superb job at that. And he's been working as the chapter rep in Northern California, where he is now. I'm delighted to have him here today, and I just want to welcome and introduce and present to others Dr. Stephen Roberts.
Put a little cap on Ron's introduction and my introduction to Ron. We met about 45 years ago, and Ron first caught me with his kindness. You come to a gospel music workshop, you're a young person, you meet a lot of people, you see a lot of big names, but how many people are actually genuine, friendly, and kind and warm to a new person, a newcomer, person who they haven't met, and they make you feel not only warm, but they make you laugh, even in your first introduction. That's how Ron was. Ron
Wow.
did that, and from that point, he has been a friend. And one of the things, by the time I graduated to the board of directors through the election process, I found Ron in the room to be an advocate for the people.
Wow.
That's huge, to be an advocate for the delegates and for the processes of the convention that keeps our integrity high. It was really incredible to see. I worked for a company called Sutter for 48 years, which is a hospital, healthcare in California, and I handled a lot of patients going to dialysis, a lot of patients that I had to assist the dialysis, that I had to bring supplies to, and I saw quite a few patients make it through the process and live long, productive lives because of kidney donations, and many of those were just from people who had a spirit of giving life in them. One of the things that God has called us to do as not only as music ministers but as ministers of the gospel is that we just can't be concerned with how high a person can jump and how hard they can clap, but
Okay.
also concerned about the holistic man. And one of the things that we could give to help others is gift of life. What is more precious than a gift of life? Let me use this word, and I don't want to kick it around lightly, but it's easier than you think. It's
Okay.
easier than you think to give the gift of life.
Okay.
And that is what everybody fears. They kind of fear something will go wrong. And that's, I can't tell you how minute that is, but that's really a minute chance nowadays because doctors do these procedures every day.
First, I want to thank you, Humility, for providing this platform for us. And Steve, your stories and what you've said has been inspiring, and I really appreciate you being here to tell us. My thought to the community is that the other thing that potential donors are concerned about is the cost.
Okay.
And I'm here to let you know that there's absolutely no cost. All of your costs from the first time you go to a hospital to be tested, to the surgery, to your hospital stay, all of the costs associated with this gift are covered by Medicare, which I am under. And so they covered the entire cost of everything you could possibly imagine will happen to you during this process, up to and including the surgery and your hospital stay. So my quest to you is to pray about it to God, to ask if God would have you to provide this gift of life. And if he says yes to you, please step up, call the phone number of Kidney Solutions. And I think the phone number is 833-455-7896. That's 833-455 7896 to Kidney Solutions. That's a national number, and that's a national nonprofit organization. And Kent Bressler will pick up the phone and answer any and all questions you have and satisfy you to the process and tell you what steps you will take. And it's really, as Dr. Roberts has said, such an easy process nowadays. It doesn't matter even what blood type you are. If you have a blood type, of course, everyone does, but it doesn't matter to a recipient like me. It doesn't matter. Whatever blood type you have, we'll take your kidney and they will transplant the kidney that is my blood type, will be a trade-off with the kidney that you provide.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm hoping
Awesome.
somebody will listen, somebody will ask God, and somebody will answer my prayers. Thank you again so much, Humility and Dr. Roberts. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me.
I just want to say to you, Ron, and to Dr. Roberts, I really believe that you knocked it out the park today. So, again, I want to thank both of you. Dr. Roberts, you just brought that thing home. You really did. I can see anyone on every level relating to what you said, just anybody from a professional to the person sitting on their couch who have probably never had to be in hospital for anything, that this is not a complicated process as it once was. We're going to shout now. We're not going to wait. We're going to shout now because we know that God has this kidney. If you're watching this, please call the number on the screen and find out if you are a candidate to give Ron a kidney.